Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lyric Marva. If you're new, come over here and like, comment, subscribe, join the family. If you're a returning subscriber, hey girl, I missed you, I love you. And let's get straight into this video because I know you guys are ready to hear why I left Hampton University. So I decided to go to Hampton last minute when I was a senior in high school. I ended up not getting accepted into my dream school, which was Spelman, and that was a whole situation, and I didn't get accepted into Howard, but I knew that if I didn't go to the top 3 HBCUs, I wasn't going to HBCU. I was going to just settle and go to a PWI. So I ended up getting accepted to Hampton after applying late. Thank you, Hampton, for even still looking at my application. And as I went in from the first day, I realized that moving away from my family was something that was hard for me. So I never really had an idea in my head of I want to get away, my family is too much for me. So coming into that whole situation of being away from my family 4 hours, no car, in a dormitory was a lot for me. So the first day I cried. I was like, Mom, can you come back? They were at a hotel. I'm over here crying, saying come back. So I ended up staying at their hotel with them for a few days, like after I had even moved into college. So as time progressed, I ended up actually going home. I got really close to my now best friend Kayla, who was across the hall, and I had gained amazing bigs. And through them, they truly gave me the strength and the courage to continue while I was at Hampton, because your friends really can fill your soul and make you just feel alive, because without them, y'all, I don't know if I'd be here. So friends, everything, amazing. I love that. This is where it starts getting funny. I was a pre-pharmacy major. Hampton had a pre-pharmacy program where 6 years you can become a doctor, pharmacist. So they must have started getting their stats back, and the stats were saying that people weren't passing the NAPLACs. Now you can graduate, but if you don't pass the NAPLAC, you can't go on and become a pharmacist. The NAPLACs is the exam that you take so that you can become a pharmacist. So they started saying like, how are we going to get students to pass? Like, what are we gonna do now to like fix this? Mind you, they're making decisions, or they're trying to make decisions for existing students. So I signed up thinking I'm going to become a doctor in 6 years. They start talking, people start failing the class, and they start saying, okay, 7 years. And on your last year, now you're able to take like a fake NAPLEX exam, and I think we were taking Orgo or something like that, basically a class that was really needed and will help you during the NAPLEX. So I get why they changed it, but since I was already an existing student, it was feeling very much, y'all are freaking scamming me, y'all trying to get me to stay here longer than I want to stay. I'm freaking miserable, I don't want to be in freaking Virginia. I just felt very lied to at that point, and I felt like for 7 years, I would rather be somewhere that I actually enjoy for, what, 8 years? So I decided, nope, I don't want to do this. So right from there, I was like, I have to think of a plan. So I was still debating, like in my head, am I going to stay, am I going to leave, am I going to deal with it? Now, I ended up taking a chem test. And when I took this chem class, I was like, mind you, I love science. Science is my passion. I love everything to do with it, but I was not doing good in this chem class. And as I was in the chem class all the time, I was realizing like, other people are doing good, and it's through their study habits, it's through like the things they have learned just in their time growing up, for real. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna pass this class. And if I don't pass this class, that means I'm gonna need to be in school for 8 years now, because we're already at 7 with them changing it. So I was like, I can't, like I could not, like I could have, but at that moment, I felt so weak. I felt so insecure about my abilities to even perform in college. And it made me feel like I don't know, like I just couldn't do it. Like I just felt very weak in that moment. So I had decided right then and there, I'm not going back. I'm not coming back here. And the summer had came along. After the summer came, a lot of people were getting like storage units and stuff for their items, but I had my dad come and pick me up, and I had him like pack all my stuff when we went home. Now, at this point, I'm just in my head like, I truly want to drop out. At this point, I'm like, I'm dropping out, and we'll see like what happens from there. We'll see if I end up figuring out something, becoming a billionaire for something else, what. So time passes. I think we're in about like late July, and I'm sitting in my mother's office, and I'm just like, Mom, like, I am not going back to Hampton. She's like, yes, you are. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm really not going. And then she's like, yes, you are. And her friend is right there saying how her son had transferred to my current school, Towson, and they'll let you apply whenever. So right then and there, I applied, and I had got accepted immediately, and I left. So the main thing that pushed me away from Hampton was first them changing the pharmacy program. I wasn't able to do what I originally thought I was going to do, and then once that got my world shaken up, I felt off balance. So when you're off balance, I feel like anything could tip you over the edge. So once I was off balance from them changing the pharmacy program, then I moved on to being in chem class, and when I say I lost all my motivation. While I was in Hampton, you guys, their dormitories are really third world-ish, and I felt depressed. So depression was in all four sides of me. Every day I was waking up and I was just feeling like, I knew I had to go, because one night I was like in my dorm and I had looked out my window. People were like sitting down, but all I could think about is like, I need to go. Like, I don't want to be alive anymore. If this is what I have to do, I don't want to disappoint my parents. Well, like my mom, because my dad don't really care, and I don't want to disappoint my mom and leave, but I don't want to live here, so I have to die. So I looked out the window and I was basically like, I'm gonna have to die. Like, I just kept saying that in my head, and after a few times I was like, wait, but if I jump, what if I just break my neck, like, and then I'm gonna still be alive, and then you paralyzed, and it was just getting like, okay, I can't die, I'm gonna have to live. And in that moment, I finally accepted the fact I'm going to live, and I'm gonna have to choose what makes life livable for me. So I feel like right before then, and like for all of my adolescence, living has always been, do I have to? But in that moment, I chose life. I chose the fact that I'm here and I'm going to be here. So like, I always make a joke saying that like I'm 4 years old, because like I didn't choose to like start living until I was 18, 19. I was 18, but about to turn 19. So the chem had me really insecure. School already changed it. And lastly, I got accepted to another school. So I feel like the main thing that made me leave was my depression, the change of their systems, and my mom said I couldn't move off campus. Now, you guys, I know that like it's not a big deal to some people, but I knew that my life was in danger if I continued to live in a dorm, and not because like it's so dangerous, it's because I can't live somewhere where it doesn't feel livable to me. And I think that's like the good and bad side of your parents raising you very well, because I feel like I can take a lot, but something about cream walls just give me jail, and when I have jailhouse mind, it starts to get depressed, and if I don't feel like life's worth living, I like to get things done with quick and easy. Pick a side. So when I realized that I couldn't move off campus after that's originally what I had thought I was going to be able to do, it was done for. So I had an amazing experience though at Hampton. Like, if somebody else wanted, like if my child ever wanted to go, like I would definitely not be against it. I would definitely tell them like, yes, like enjoy your time. I still have all of my friends from there, and they are amazing. I feel like Hampton, the best thing Hampton did for me, I could say, was allowing me to meet really good people, allowing me to know how to present myself in front of a job or just anybody who is important. So whether that's an internship, a conference, even a meeting. And then stepping next to that, they helped me be around black people. I grew up around white people, and I feel like being around black people, I never really knew how many different sides of black that there was. And I was able to, in that experience to just be around all different types and be able to find my person, like my people, my tribe that were just like me, lived in my same authentic Black self. So that was amazing. But sadly, or not sadly, gratefully, I was able to realize that that school wasn't for me, but still get all the gems from that school. So this is by far amazing experience. I would not take it back for anything. I think you learn so much when you go through different journeys and making decisions on your own, because having the strength to leave somewhere that everybody is trying to force you to stay took so much strength, because I just felt like I finally was in control and I was finally able to live in my truth. So thank you guys so much for watching, hearing my experience with Hampton and why I really left Hampton. I recommend everybody to do your research on your college and make sure that everything you're picking is exactly for you. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.
The type of girl a nigga wish he had. See the type that if you get it, you could brag. Little shawty got her own and I like that. Hit the mall, she ain't worrying about the price tag. She got all these niggas, I ain't tryna